We are about to begin our next session on Beyond Meditation, the Human Vibe Attunement. This series is all about, and we do it 3 times a week, on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and it is all about releasing that deep-seated inner conflict between the soul being feeling confined to express itself through the limitations of the human form. That deep-seated conflict gets released, and as that gets released with this approach, then it also dissolves that deep-seated wound of separation from source. We have done a number of these sessions. We focused initially on understanding what this human vibe attunement is, how it came to us, and then we went into a deep study of the soul itself. What is the soul being? Through a body of work that I brought forth called the Autobiography of the Soul. The last several sessions have been focusing on the human form itself. We began with understanding the human form, and now we are working on up-leveling the human form. The session today is focusing on the kidneys. We are going to be letting in people from different parts of the world in a few moments. So just bear with us as we start to open up the meeting room and start to invite them all in. It's just going to take a minute or so to get ready to do that. So wherever you are at, the process of the kidneys is a way of clearing out anything that has come in the way of the kidneys losing the remembrance of what the originating intent of the kidneys is. And therefore that results in a diminished functionality of that particular organ. And that is what we will be working with today, getting that remembrance back. In my work, I'm very focused on having whatever occur through ease, joy, and grace. And therefore, you will experience the up-leveling, and it'll take the next few days for it to settle in fully, and it will happen with ease, joy, and grace. That is the promise that I have made to myself, and in allowing myself to be a conduit of bringing about this body of work. So let's open the meeting room now and invite people from different parts of the world. Kiara, who is handling the back office, thank you so much for doing that. And we are meeting people here from different parts of the world. So hello, Bandhu from London. Hello, Ken from Thailand. Sean, Los Angeles, Justin in Utah. Hi, Nancy from Santa Barbara. We have Northern California as well. We have other people from India joining in. We have Cyprus. We have South Africa here. This is great. Okay. And there are others who will keep joining in, and Kiara is going to take care of all of that for us. So we are going to begin. So we are in the process of up-leveling the human form, and we are working on the different organs as I'm guided. The sequence itself, I have received a very interesting understanding of why the sequence has been the way it has been. We began with the immune system and then went into the circulatory and the endocrine. We went into the endocrine and the lymphatic system, and then the circulatory system. And today we are focusing our attention on the kidneys. This is likely to be a slightly long clearing and a healing process. So we are going to begin straight away by going into the clearing. So get yourself to be comfortable. Make sure that your back is supported. And you don't have to be lying down. You don't have to have your back resting against The chair, it just needs to be upright. So make sure that your back is supported. Ensure that the base of your spine feels comfortable. You can close your eyes, and I would like you to just drop your arms on either side, palms facing forward, just loosely dropped on either side. And imagine that the tips of your fingers are connected through golden cords to the core of the earth. Imagine that the middle of your feet is also connected to the core of the earth. Imagine that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. And all of these connections to the core of the earth are done with these golden cords. And the golden cords have got within them the precious metal gold, a frequency of the precious metal gold, which is a very powerful support to our neurons and our nervous system, as well as to the brain cells. The golden cords also have the presence of a meteor called Shungite. It came on the planet about 15 million years ago, and it has a very unique ability to neutralize negative energies, lower energy forms, lower vibrations. And not only that, it also has the ability to release pollutants and protect your body from pollutants. The golden cord also has mixed in it, for the purposes of this particular clearing, it has mixed in it the presence of a beautiful crystal called lavender quartz. To me, lavender quartz is a crystal that is an invoking crystal for the energy of Saint Germain. So that crystal is being applied today to release anything and everything that no longer serves you. Now you can rest your palms on your thighs. Have your palms facing upwards, so the back of your hands are resting on the thighs. On the right palm, you have the presence of ruby. And on the left palm, you have the presence of blue topaz. You're going to begin scanning your body from the top of your head all the way to the base of your feet, and you're going to do it in concentric circles. So begin from the front of your forehead, the back of your head, and you scan everything in between. And just in your scanning everything in between, you've already given permission for any energies that no longer serve you to be released to the core of the earth. And that is what is happening. All you have to do is make that concentric circle and scan, 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 another concentric circle, scan, 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 and keep going all the way down to the base of your feet. Front of your eyes, the back of your head, the front of your nose, the back of your head, the front of your mouth and the back of your neck, the front of your chin, the back of your lower neck, the front of your shoulders, the back of your shoulders, the front of your chest, the back of your upper back and your shoulder blades, the front of your chest, the back of your upper back, the front of your waist, the back of your middle back, the front of your abdomen and the back of your lower back, and scan everything in between. The front of your thighs, the back of your thighs, The front of your knees, the back of your knees, the front of your shin, the back of your calf muscles, the top of your feet, the base of your feet, your ankles, as well as your heels, your toes, the top, the bottom, all of it. And for the purposes of this clearing, which is supporting the upleveling of your kidneys, you're also going to go down each of your arms. So you're going to go down your left arm, beginning from your bicep, all the way down to your fingertips in concentric circles. And as you're making the circle and you're scanning, the tips of your fingers are just literally sucking out any energies that no longer serve you. And in the process of doing that, it is loosening up your lymph nodes and allowing the blockage of lymph fluid to be released as well. You do the same thing with your right arm. You begin with the top of your biceps, underneath the armpits, concentric circles, work all your way down to your fingertips, and just notice any energies that no longer serve you are literally being taken out of that arm, released into the core of the earth. We're going to get into an alignment state by breathing into the count of 9, holding to the count of 4, breathing out to the count of 6. And this opens up all of the 13 chakras, as my friend JP said, and it also aligns your mind brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. So let's begin. Breathe in, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus your attention on your breath and center your breath into your heart. Your palms are facing upwards. They're sitting there on top of your thighs. You keep them on top of your thighs and you turn the palms facing each other. The fingers are slightly stretched. They're not touching each other. They're slightly stretched. I want you to lift your palms up from your thighs and just bring them to the same level as your chest. And your palms are facing each other. And as the palms are facing each other, you will feel the experience of heat. And some of you may even feel an experience of a light. And some of you may just feel some sort of tingling. There's an energetic force in the form of a ball, a sphere, that is now being held in between your palms. It is an energetic light force that we have brought forth. And this light force is like your own powerful crystal ball. And you will see that that light force is made up of different colors. Some of you will see them, others won't. It certainly has the presence of emerald and ruby colors. You can even move your hands in a little, move them out. Move them in a little, and you feel that there is a little bit of tension there, which is the energy force, like a force field that has been created. Release. Take your palms in a little, release. In a little, release. You're going to take your right hand and take your right hand on the back and put the palm of that right hand roughly where you think your kidneys will be. It's just above where the lower back begins, on the lower end of your waist. Just there, just for a few minutes, and you're going to take your right hand and put it over your solar plexus. You're making that connection. The solar plexus holds the colored yellow. And it is often destabilized or gets blocked with the energy of fear, a negative connotation of fear. Your right hand is connecting to the kidneys. And what it is doing is it's literally extracting from the kidneys emotional trigger memories that have been held there. And we are working through your right kidneys. Both the kidneys are connected to each other. And it's a very delicate and a very complicated and a very robust system that connects them. The hand that is over the solar plexus is also connecting to the pancreas. The pancreas are also very closely connected and impact the kidneys in quite a significant way. Our focus today is the kidneys though. Now you can relax your right hand and bring it forward. And you can just leave it on top of your right thigh in whatever way you feel comfortable. Face down, palm up, whatever feels comfortable. That energetic connection is made. It's as if you have left a patch, a patch of golden light frequency, which is a healing light that is being released from your solar plexus and also magnetizing the healing powers of the earth. Kidneys as an organ become weakened by the emotion of anger. And there are different qualities of anger. Liver also is affected by anger. And we will work on the liver at another time. Today we are working on the kidney. The anger that impacts the kidney is an anger that has an undertone of why me. Even if you feel very self-righteous or you feel very strong and that you will not be held down, if there's an undertone of why me, that anger is what gets held in the kidney. And the way that anger multiplies, it multiplies through your judgments, where you become very judgmental about the environment, people, behaviors, personalities, happenings. And there becomes a propensity of propagating judgment as opposed to celebration. And even any celebration that you may be engaged in, if you were to look, there is a lacing and an undertone of judgment. And underpinning that undertone of judgment is anger of why me. Our bodies are designed to autocorrect. The divine did not create us to be very dependent on him or her. The Creator created us to autocorrect. So every stone or every malfunction that you may have of the kidney is a little, like a stone is a little globule of anger. There are people who have kidney stones, and for some it is excruciating. And for others, there's a feeling that there is something that is wanting to come out, and it comes out. It is not as excruciating for everyone. It is for some. A lot depends on that quality of anger that is wanting to push itself out and through your kidneys. When the kidneys become compromised, everything I'm talking about, I'm not a medical practitioner here. I'm only sharing what I see when I tune in to the organ. And in what I tune in and I share with you, I have worked with that on myself. And I've worked with that on myself for years. So our focus today is to very gently hold the kidneys. The golden light is already a light that is bringing about a healing that is taking place of the organ. And the way the healing is being applied is getting the organ to return to its originating intent as created by the Creator. The originating intent of the kidneys as created by our Creator. The originating intention is, it's like clear the pathway to unbridled celebration. That is the role, that is the originating intent of the kidneys, to clear the pathway to unbridled celebration, rejoicing. And so they clear the pathways, and they have many pathways that they do use as their way of clearing. Different types of anger that we have. An anger of unrequited love, an anger of jealousy, an anger of envy, an anger of unfulfilled expectations. An anger of stifled communications. All of those affect the kidneys in different ways. And the effect, whatever the effect is, the bottom line is that organ starts to get disconnected from its originating intent. And some pathways to unbridled celebration starts to get closed off. And when that happens, when the pathways are open, there is no buildup of crystals that take place. There actually is no buildup of stones that take place either. There's a very healthy flow that continues. There's a softness in the tissues, and there's a frictionless movement that continues for whatever it is that could come in the way to be released, to be excreted out. I'm talking about the kidneys, and I'm really working on the kidneys and all that makes up that part of the excretory system. So it includes the urinary tract, it includes the urethra. You're using your own water internally to very softly gurgle its way in and around, sloshing about in a very soft and gentle and a definite way, the tissues of the kidneys. My intention is to focus on the emotional baggage. So I'm going into a nanocellular level, and my focus is the energetic vibrations. But I've got that water to be working through your kidneys so that there's a physiological shift that starts getting enabled as we release and we transmutate the energetic presence of the anger vibe. Some of you may feel tearing up, as if just involuntarily there's tears starting to run down your eyes. Some of you at this point would have tranced out completely because the memory that is being surfaced is something that your conscious mind does not wish to get. And yet that surfacing with the intention of clearing out is to take place. Some of you may feel crackling in your ears, feel that your jawbone is moving a little. Some of you may feel like yawning deeply. It's a big movement of energy that is happening. There's anger. Those of you who've done the journey into miracles, there's anger that comes from communicating acceptance without love, communicating love without love. All of those communications without love occur because you're in that state of why me. Take your right hand now and just put it over your navel. Take your left hand up and put it about 4 inches away from your left ear. It's like a power hose. And it's a power hose of very powerful cosmic energy that is like a very bright light, cold light, but very bright light that is shining into your body. And that light is shining into your kidneys. And it's only the kidneys that can receive this light. The strength of the light is such that some of the emotional triggers have been frozen as a result of this light. And in that frozen state, it is easy for your soul being to be able to disintegrate them just by uplifting the vibration that we are about to do in a minute. You can relax your left hand. You can relax both your hands, have them be on top of your thighs. You will take your left hand now and put it at the back where you think your kidneys are. And you'll take your right hand and put it over your navel. We're just closing the circuitry right now. And we are actually releasing the healing power of your hands through your body. And we are connecting to your identity through your navel, through the sacral chakra. The identity of you with the kidneys in their innate vibration, their originating intent. So that vibration is now being anchored at a cellular level, at a nanocellular level, and is actually being anchored at a vibrational, energetic frequency, so it won't go away that easily. You'll have to work really hard for that vibration to be changed in any way. And the vibe that is coming in is the remembrance of clearing the pathways for unbridled rejoicing. Okay, we've stopped working with your water. The kidneys are being flushed with nice oxygenated blood. You can relax your hands, put them on top of your thighs, palms facing upwards. You've got the physiological makeup of your body ready and prepared to do that final bit of clearing out and releasing as we apply the vibrational frequency of the soul being to your human form. The soul being is already ready, willing, and able to express itself in its full regalia of omnipresence, eternalness, and limitlessness. Because it already has acknowledged itself as a human, received itself as a human, and accepted itself as a human. Your human form now, in harmony with the soul being, is going to step into and accept itself in the full spectrum magnificence of the human form that is embodying the soul presence. So it is your human form that is going to be making this declaration. And as it is making this declaration, the voice is going to be that of the soul being expressing itself. And it's the harmony of harmonies that will create a philharmonic resonance. And in that resonance, there will be a bursting out like a laser beam of any stuff that resides in the kidneys that no longer belongs. We've got the presence of a master healer, ascended master, Archangel Raphael, in our midst, supporting our physical body to receive this transformation and a big release of a very important system of ours, and to do so in such a way that it occurs with ease, with joy, and with grace. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Feel the vibration within your body. It's a very powerful experience of that release of conflict. When you have anger and it's related to why me and it is unexpressed, it's a very big state of conflict that you are harboring, and the organs that take that harboring on are the kidneys. So we have up-leveled the kidneys, and in doing this attunement declaration, we are up-leveling the vibration to such an extent that that deep-seated conflict, which is the anchor of all conflicts within us and outside of us, is removed. So I know from the messages I have received from several of you that you go into a very deep state of rest and like almost trance out for several minutes after. Allow yourself to receive it. It's that experience of coming home where everything just hums along nicely. When you have a conflict going, there's always a vigilante alertness that we have to maintain. But when that conflict disappears, you can just literally dissolve into the full presence of you. And we've just focused our attention of that happening into our kidneys. Just breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Direct the breath to the kidneys. And breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion into your kidneys and breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion into your kidneys. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion into your kidneys. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Three more times you will declare, I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Get to a whole brain state, anchoring in that harmonizing resonance that comes from the release of all conflict. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Now, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands in front of your throat, rub them against each other. Put your palms over your eyes, open your eyes, and then take them on top of your head, the back of your head, on either side of your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep. So yes, the human vibe attunement is done. The kidneys are an organ that they just have to pace their own complete recovery and restoration. So, and it's important it is done in a soft and gentle way. So stuff that requires to be released gets released in a soft and gentle way. So just be mindful and watchful of your, how you go about your day. Don't rush too much. Drink water, lots of water. Rest when you feel like resting. It's Tuesday today. By Saturday, the recalibration of the kidneys would be complete. So having said that, the formal human vibe attunement session is complete. If you need to go, please go. And to anchor the whole thing, it is so beautiful if you can share your word that you are present to. And each of these words that you're sharing at a vibrational level are being anchored across cyberspace. All of that is having a very powerful effect on that anger, the why me anger that affects the kidneys. Internal joy, peace, bliss, transformation, love and blessings, grace, lightness, purging, beautiful, joyful celebration, peace, bliss, peaceful, allow everything, holistic, feeling great, indeed, yes, feeling grounded, so content, illumination, love. Mom says good. This is Prerna's mom. Thank you. Peaceful and fearless, unconditional acceptance, joy. Deep peace and release, new. Yes. Lightness and joy. Grounding, reset, love. Magical. It is a grounding reset. Very important aspect of the regrouping that we are all meant to go through at this time. So thank you all for showing up. I had not expected this body of work to be an integral part of the human vibe attunement. And of course, right, up-leveling the human form is definitely the next thing for us to address. Our focus next week is going to be on the liver and the gallbladder. Even if you don't have a gallbladder, the energetic signature is there. And the liver feels the absence of the organ, distressed by the distress energetic frequency of the gallbladder in case it has been removed, and therefore it's not in its full integrity as it operates. So really important for us to be working on the liver. Thursday will be the liver. Yes. Rupa says, love, hilarious vibes. Okay, that's good. That's what happens when that anger is released from the kidneys. Smile is a really big food for the kidneys. Thank you from Meenaji. Thank you all. Thank you for being here and playing your part in up-leveling the vibration of our planet. Thank you.